friends, welcome back to another video. This one is going to be absolutely insane because I am doing the world's biggest full English breakfast. This thing has gone viral everywhere. I've literally been tagged like over 1,000 times to come and do this. I'm at Shepherd's Place Farm in Doncaster. Yeah, this thing is going to be absolutely insane. Basically, it's like 17,000 calories. There's pretty much 15 of everything you'd get on a normal full English breakfast. It's going to be big, it's going to be tricky. Let's hopefully try and finish it and become the first person. Alright, so here it is, the world's biggest full English breakfast. This thing is like, this is huge. I mean, I want to say I'm picking up and that's not going to fit in my body. That is, it's a lot of food. Basically, it's 15 of everything. There is 15 jumbo sausages, which are massive, which is basically the equivalent to 30 regular sausages. Around 17,000 calories. No one's done it so far. Hopefully you're going to become the first person to actually do it. It's around 18 pounds in weight, and I kind of believe that by picking it up. It's heavy. This is definitely going to be a brutal one. Get 1 hour to do it. If you do it in the hour, you get the meal free. Alright guys, so here it is. The one you've all been asking for. Literally, I've lost count how many times I've been asked to do this. It must be in the thousands by this point. So here we are at Shepherd's Place Farm in Doncaster, taking on the world's biggest full English breakfast. Look at the size of that. It's not even funny, that. Now there's a reason this is undefeated, and there's a reason why no one else has actually attempted this, and that is because this thing is absolutely massive. There's a stupid amount of food here, as you can see. Far too much food for one person. Anyway, I should kind of explain a little bit what's actually happening in this video, as there does appear to be a giant beside me. So this video is actually being filmed with a media company called On The Tools. They've got millions of followers on Facebook and Instagram. They basically asked me to come down and see if I actually could take this thing down. And hence why there's a big giant beside me, because basically what they do is they do kind of head-to-head eat-offs to see if a tradesperson can go against a competitive eater and see if he can actually beat me. So basically we were both going head-to-head to see if we could both firstly beat each other and also finish the world's biggest full English breakfast. Now let me give you guys a bit of a backstory as to how this challenge actually came about. So many years ago, I think it was about, I don't know, I want to say about 3 years ago, this place actually created the first breakfast challenge, which is called the Terminator 1, which went very viral, had quite a lot of people attempting it, and also quite a lot of people winning it. So with that, the owner decided, okay, I'll create a slightly bigger one, which was the Terminator 2 Breakfast Challenge, which once again did really well, it went viral, was all over Lad Bible, Facebook, etc. Also, a couple of people actually managed to take that one down as well. So with that, he said, okay, I'll create an even bigger one. I'll create one final one, and that was the Terminator 3. Now, if you actually go back on my channel, you will actually see me take on the Terminator 3. I'm the only person to actually take it down, which basically was a full English breakfast with 12 of everything. What I'll do is I'll actually leave a link to that video at the top of the description, so you guys can see me take that on. Now, his intention was actually to have that as the last challenge. That was the final one. It was the biggest one he was going to create. But recently, I believe it was the media kind of reached out to him and said, listen, all of your challenges have done really well for us. You know, they've all gone viral. Would you be willing to create one final challenge and basically see if you can create the world's biggest one? And obviously the owner was a little bit kind of hesitant at first, because he says there's not really much point. The Terminator 3 is only being completed by me, so there wasn't really much point in creating a bigger one. But with a little bit of persuading, he went ahead and created one final installment of the challenges, which is this right here, the Terminator Armageddon, which also happens to be, like I said, the world's biggest full English breakfast. There's quite a lot of research being done, and well, we can't really seem to find a bigger one. And like I said at the start, this basically contains 15 of everything. Comes to 17,000 calories, which that in itself is just a stupid amount of calories. And going off the weight of the ingredients, weighs anywhere around, I think it's about 17 to 18 pounds, which, I mean, that for me that's impossible, you know. I know my limits, and that's beyond my limits. But I wanted to come down and give it my best shot and see if I could actually take it down, push myself to beyond my limits, and well, that is exactly what I ended up doing. I said at the start exactly what's in this thing. It's basically just 15 of everything. So you got 15 bacon, 15 hash browns, 15 slices of black pudding, 15 slices of toast, which is like a full loaf of bread with butter. Of course, you've got to have butter on your toast. There is 15 jumbo sausages, which is the equivalent to 30 normal sausages. That's a lot of sausages. You've got mushrooms, lots of mushrooms, which I absolutely hate. You've got lots of beans, I think there's 15 fried eggs on there. You've also got lots of tomatoes. And yeah, basically you get 1 hour to do it. If you do it in the hour, you get the £50 meal free. And obviously you get the pride of actually managing to take this thing down and becoming the first person to do it. Now, it's not often that I go into a challenge thinking, you know, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm normally quite confident when I go into challenges. But I'll be honest, I went into this thinking I was going to fail. I'll be straight up honest. Looking at the pictures and knowing what the weight was and how many calories it was, I knew for a fact this was going to push me to beyond my limits, and well, it definitely did that. So my actual strategy for this, I'll be honest, I kind of tried to do the same strategy that I did for the Terminator 3 breakfast, the one that I actually managed to complete, and that was to start with the sausages, move on to the bacon, move on to the black pudding, try and get like the sort of heavy, bulky stuff out the way first, and then make sandwiches out of the rest with the toast, the eggs, the hash browns, and then right at the end I'd finish with the beans, the tomatoes, and sort of the mushrooms, as that was all quite soft stuff. But in hindsight, that wasn't really the best plan, due to the fact, basically, because they had to create so much food here. Obviously you've got my challenge, you've got the guy's challenge beside me, and also my mate in the background was attempting a different challenge. Meant they had to obviously make so much food, which obviously meant the food was kind of sitting around for quite a while, and also meant that the toast had been sitting for a pretty long time, which kind of made it go quite hard and sort of stale. Obviously that's not down to the actual place, that's just down to creating so much food and not really having a way of sort of storing it or keeping it fresh. So it did kind of make that toast a lot harder to get down than it should have been. And obviously when you're doing this kind of challenge, when you've got so much food, you really need to conserve your liquid, because obviously the more liquid you have, the more you're going to fill up. But I was having such a problem getting the toast down that I had to use quite a lot of liquid, which in turn was filling me up. In hindsight, what I should have done is obviously use the beans and tomatoes to kind of make the bread a bit soggy. But yeah, hindsight is a great thing. Anyway, my friends, I'm going to leave you to enjoy the rest of this video to see if I actually managed to take this thing down or not. Because it was brutal. It was definitely brutal. I'll give you guys a bit of an update as to what the guy beside me is doing. Well, basically, he's doing as well as you would imagine a regular person attempting this challenge would be doing. Anyway, my friends, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead, hit the like button, show some support. Also, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Plenty more crazy videos to come. With that said, I will catch you in the next video. If I go too fast, it's going to be a very pretty mess on this table.
No, that's fine.
You get pros, walk through.
Oh my god, okay.
Just put your head in the plate and chew.
One more standing up.
You feeling bloated?
No. Problem is, every time I get a bit of mushroom, it kind of tries to come back up.
Which you don't like.
Yeah. The egg's a bit snotty as well. Oh, pardon me. Somehow don't think it's going down in a minute and a half.
Eh?
I don't think it's going down in a minute and a half.
Oh yeah, but I think if you finish it, it's still achievement.
Oh, I don't think I can. I'm gonna end up.
Has anyone ever finished it?
No.
No, nobody's.
Not at the time.
Number 3 on the scale. Not one person.
Who's the first person to try that?
Yeah.
You done?
Oh,
wait,
it's
wait.
done.
Say
Okay,
again.
three. Wait, okay.
Done. Throw in the towel. It's not happening.
You don't want to,
No. No.
how do you feel?
Awful. I'm beyond the point of being full now. I'm like, it's like up to my neck. Oh, I think any more, even one more mouthful, and maybe a rainbow on the table.
That's right, man.
Did you do it, guys?
No,
Pump
It's
down,
impossible.
guys, both of you.
impossible.
Impossible.
Impossible. Need a blender to get that down or something. I feel awful.
You can get that as well.
Here, mate.
Turn off